E-E-R-E. It's about the toys. If you are a new subscriber, text new subscriber in the comment section below, and I will give you a shout out during the next main episode. Thank you. Now on to the show. Welcome to another episode of English Ed Reviews Everything. I'm your host and everyone's favorite flatmate, Lucky English Ed. And today we're taking a look at, the big bad boy himself, the Cobra S.N.A.K.E battle suit. I forgot what snake stands for. I never had the Cobra S.N.A.K.E armor as a kid. I didn't have it. And I'm not disappointed with that fact because I did, however, get the chance to play with it when I was a kid. And yeah, I didn't like it. The Real American Hero line version of this, I must flat out say it. It was trash. It was utter rubbish. Like, no. I'm glad my mom never bought me that thing because I would have probably lost it or thrown it away. And by throwing it away, I don't mean actually throw it in the trash. I mean, like, I would have put it in my toy bin and there it would have stayed until the end of days. But yeah, this big bad boy right here reminds me so much of Exo Squad. Y'all remember Exo Squad from the 1990s and 2000s? How many seasons did I have? I don't remember. I do know the storyline, the major overarching storyline never concluded. Man, I miss that show. I really do. This is the closest thing we have until Bobby Valor makes his mech. He did toy around with the idea. He didn't flat out, or at least I don't think he flat out said, yeah, I'm gonna make a mech. But I know he was toying with the idea in a live stream from a few months ago. But yeah, let's get into this bad boy. Here is the front of the box featuring 3 different mechs. Looking dope. I'm loving that what's going on in the background. What's going on in the background is just looks absolutely awesome. You got these burning, collapsed buildings and rubble in the streets and whatnot. It looks fan-freaking-tastic. On the top, we have the Cobra logo. This is number 162 in line. On the side, it's a little big, so I'll hold it up. On the side, we have... I'm confused by this because these are the this is the skill tree, and it's a mech. It's to be piloted by a human, yet it has 4 different skills. What I do like, though, is we have a level 4 on whatever this is, a level 3 on whatever this is, another level 3, and a level 4. So, whatever they stand for, I'm gonna guess this is armor. That's what I'm guessing. I'm guessing this stands for armor. I have no idea what that is. Bombs, maybe? A missile? I think it's... No, that would be bombs. I'm not sure what these 2 stand for. And this, muscle, physical strength. I mean, it's a mech, so it can probably kick over a car with no problem. Taking a look at the back of the box, we have all this weirdness and goodness here. It just looks absolutely fantastic. Taking a look at the side, we have that artist illustration. This thing looks, yeah. You run for your life when you see this thing coming for you. It's just that simple. And on the bottom, we have all that weird legalese and junk and whatnot. So, now that we've taken a look at this box, why don't we just get this bad boy out of the box? So, now that we got this bad boy out of the box, whoo, man. Y'all know what time it is. Everybody knows what time it is. Price, articulation, accessories, detail, and comparison. What, did you think this was free? Think again. And the price was a hefty price. It was $75 US. More specifically, it was $74.99 over on the Hasbro Pulse website. It's just now coming in. It's odd because as y'all can see, my snake eyes and polar bear, I ordered them both at the same time, but they didn't come until months apart. Y'all saw the last time I got this. This just came in, what was it, last week, and I'm just now doing the review now. I just wanted to get it over with. And yeah, this bad boy looks phenomenal. So, next up.
Yeah, so it has lots of joints and can strike a vogue.
And the articulation is just absolutely crazy. It's so much going on with this figure. I haven't figured out everything with him. For instance, I don't know if his hips move in a certain way that I would like to get it. But let's just start with the feet. He has a ankle pivot. Well, he has an ankle rocker. Well, his ankles does that. He has a single joint, ratchet joint in the knee. His hip is on a ball joint, but it works weird. It sounded like I broke it, but I didn't. It's just really, really tight, and that's what it does there. And then it extends here. I'm not sure. I've been trying to figure out. I can't really tell, and I'm not trying to break this thing. I paid too much money for it. Okay, it has some articulation to do that. Where it's on a ball joint, and it can do that just a little bit. I couldn't figure that out before. I was wondering about that, and I just figured out on camera, so hooray! He has a waist swivel with a ratchet. You gotta love that, man. You absolutely gotta love that. His shoulders are on ball joints, as you can see, which allow for this type of movement, as well as his shoulders can extend. Not to mention, it can do that. If it looks asymmetrical, that's because those things are really cool in there. It has a bicep swivel, which is surprisingly, and its elbows are single jointed ratchet elbows. Awesome, just loving it. And then his wrists. His wrists are kind of weird because it comes off in pieces. Here you can unplug the hand, and then it has this extra piece that came in the box that functions like that. You plug that into there. I'm not exactly sure why. I guess I'll find out. And then you pop that back in there. Now, let's open up this bad boy and see what's going on. So we have these tabs here that poke out, and then the head clips back, and then that for the latter. And yeah, so I have my Tiger Force tripwire in there. He just looked good, seeing how he's wearing some type of jumpsuit anyway, and I just thought that would go in there. Man, this figure looks just good. So let's move on up closer to detail.
What are you talking about? There's no such thing as too many accessories.
Okay, now, these accessories look absolutely cool. On the bottom left, we have a missile, just devastating the whole field. On the bottom right, we have a laser cannon, which it should have came with a laser effect, don't you think? And then on the top left, we have the capture claw, and on the top right, we have this badass flame-throwing device. And then we have flame effects that we've seen before with previous Cobra and Joe figures. They look pretty cool, but let's move on.
Ah, yes, the detail is quite exquisite.
Me oh my. This thing just has so much detail everywhere. It's hard to even really talk about it. Did I loosen this too much already? No, they're just designed that way. Up close, we have all types of stuff. We got the Cobra logo. We have these caution signs. Let's tab that in right there. We have these caution signs. You can't even see it really. Like, the paint apps is just incredible. Let's move up. Has some sort of computer layout screen. These act as a ladder so you can climb in. We have this little triangle. I have no idea what that is. And then we have caution jet fuel on the back. Now, that is incredible. I do like that. These are removable. Let me just pop it off, in fact. They are removable. In fact, they came in the box disassembled. I had to pop them in. But here's something that other people are not talking about online. This bad boy right here has 2 ports for blast effects. So, yeah, this Mama Jamma was designed to take flight. That is just awesome. That it really is. So if you have the Cobra Rattler and the Joe Dragonfly, you've gotten these 2 blast effects, one from one from the other, as well as, yes, the big jet propulsion one that can't even fit on camera. This does fit. Boom. Now, I don't know what type. Let's try to get it in frame. And it popped out. But it does go in. You could get some really awesome photos with this. Oh my gosh. It's just crazy. It plugs right in. What can you what can't you do right now with this bad boy? It is just absolutely phenomenal. It really is. Let's get him standing back up. This is just a phenomenal toy. Point blank, end of discussion.
We don't look the same. You look the same. That doesn't make a lick of sense.
And with a figure this big, I had to actually take my camera off its armature to show this comparison, because yeah, this is the only other toy I own that's gigantic size that would fall into the line of comparing with him, which is the G1 style Devastator Transformers knockoff, because it's not real. It definitely isn't. But geez Louise, I suppose I could break out my Valaverse Vanguard, or maybe, yeah, I suppose maybe them. But ultimately, as y'all can see, from the feet up, let's try to get that. He just does not compare in height to a Devastator. But geez Louise, the amount of detail, the amount of articulation, the accessories, all phenomenal. And keep in mind, I had to get at least 2 of these bad boys. 2 of them was what I had to do, just because. As y'all know, I got a vamp somewhere up there, and I got a vamp in the back there. But geez Louise, people, I had so much fun playing with this, so much fun making this video. And remember, toys are art. Thanks for watching.